This is a welcoming ceremony. The community of Lekekowo, they are extremely happy as they will be handing over a newly built school to them today. You see the children, these are the women, this is a traditional dance called Bondo. This is part of the welcoming ceremony.
Hello? Good morning. I shall say everybody there know me, not so? What is my name? Yes, this time Mr. Clinton. Good morning. I've been on the talk to the also been not so? So today, I know they talk plenty. The one that will make this thing happen, now I want let them talk more because now them get this program, right? They can see what in then we do with the money, right? So now I could give them the opportunity for let them talk today. So on me, if I start with the man, they can always say woman first, but excuse me please, because he's right on my, yeah. So I will start this time, Mr. Sean from USA. Mr. Sean, can you start and say hello to you? Okay, thank you. So, this now a wife, in name Diana, right? Okay. Now a brief history of them people here. When people here, they don't know in school for salon for the past 20 years. Now they make school for salon exist. If not of them, will not go exist too much because their contribution is so high that now they make that possible for we for them with them picking the area when they go school, right? So as I say, I'll not take the time. I go pass the mic on over to Sean, where the chief and the radio station manager go interpret on what they talk to on. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this amazing welcome. You know, we were really surprised when we came down the road and saw the entire village. First the children, and then all the families. It's amazing. It's amazing.
All right. They say you really want to tell now plenty. You want to tell now plenty. Thank you. Say where they come on the people. The guy will not receive them. Say nobody expect that guy really at all. Say you want to tell now thank you for that one.
And maybe this is going to be hard to translate, but I want to say maybe a little bit about who we are and where we come from. I think maybe it'll make more sense why two people from literally the other side of the world have made a contribution to the school and come all the way here to visit you. We are sorry.
Okay, you see,
I told
you want to talk small thing about who that them be, who side them come out. say we don't reach this level today, they can hand over this kind of school to this community.
So we are from the United States, from a state called Colorado.
They come on America, now one song where they call Colorado.
Colorado, if you look at America, Colorado is right in the middle. It's where the Rocky Mountains come down the country.
You say they come on at the middle of America, that one day.
So it's a place where today we're living around mountains that are 3,500 meters. There's snow on the ground everywhere.
You say come on aside the cow get here no more. They get boku hill and then you cold. Where the cold kid sit on the ice, it is for all side.
Yeah. So this is a hot day for us, you know. But we're very happy to be here and to be a part of this. I certainly want to recognize my wife who elected me to speak instead of her.
He said they're really glad for they are today, but they also have to tell you plenty thank you. We say let's talk on behalf of the whole too.
For my part, I have been fortunate in business, but my wife is the true champion of education and young women.
He said he na businessman and God belong the bless her into business. He said but in wealth, all in life about book learning he don't put her. They call him wealth as a champion of book learning.
So I feel grateful myself for the opportunities we've had and for the inspiration I've received from my wife, and that is a big part of what led us here.
He said he want for you to tell God thank you for the blessed way God don't bless them, but also want for tell you we have plenty thank you like he say any man will don't succeed he get strong more than bien and also so he say he really want for tell you thank you.
And the real champion of education is Schools for Siloam in this country, I think. We met them 20 years ago, but I first came to Sierra Leone myself, to Freetown in 1988.
Okay, he say he really want for tell Schools for Siloam plenty thank you. I don't need for clap for Schools for Siloam. He say he don't join Schools for Siloam 20 years ago. But in the first kind of salon around 16, 17 years ago, when I fit no more EBITDA. 34 years ago today. 1988 to now like 34 years.
Yeah. And I worked and I lived with a family that was kind, that took great care of me. And I said when I left, I'm going to come back and do something good in this country.
That's the way we can 1988. The people the way can Lord show. See, when stranger can you also no go know stranger all and fine. Because they be all and fine, when ready for go now say I go get for come back. And I know they all come back, but I go do something at this country. We go left like me on hand mark at this country.
And so with my wife's support and with the great system that Schools for Siloam put in place here, we're able to be here today.
He say with a wealth in support and the good work wey Schools for Siloam they do in this country, now make them then elected forward today.
And so I just want to thank a few people, and then I'll give up the mic. But I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to our friends on the ground here. We were watching videos of the principal's involvement. The town chief, thank you, sir, for all your support of this program. This doesn't happen without you either.
He say he not go hand over the mic if you not tell plenty thank you. First to honor the people that we put them together, but let this work here go find one. The principal and the town chief. You know, chief waiting them fine, now you ate. Waiting them bad, now you ate. He say, but if you don't see the video of the good work owner they do, so you know go really want to sit down, you not tell on thank you.
And I must thank Salifu, and where's Salifu? Here he is, and his team, Mohammed. Thank you guys. It's just beautiful. We couldn't have imagined such a beautiful school. So thank you.
I think that this contract of elect, that will give the money way come. It's a way to be the expect, the way I can see. I'm really glad you I can see. Say one for tell the contractor the plenty thank you. He said because what you can see is working hard. Mr. Salute for your team. Thank you for the good job.
And lastly, I want to thank this man. Clinton Cocker is a servant, and what we call in America, we call it a servant leader. It's someone with two skills: one, a desire to serve, and two, the ability to lead things to a good conclusion.
He said he also have to tell plenty thank you to Mr. Clinton. Then got people are leading us alone. Also, number one, for let them send something to you, you owe them. But the most important thing, waiting they send the thing for he reach, and the person can see them can't hear. He say we need them people at this country. He want to tell Mr. Clinton, plenty thank you for that. Thank you, Mr. Clinton.
And lastly, I just want to say thank you for supporting education. You know, education is the key to the opportunities that allow these kids to fulfill their lives.
He say he want to tell una all thank you. We una agree for put una pikin in a school. He said because book learning na the only thing we begin tomorrow. Where even you know dey. Where then are you dey? You and person get for first and also. He say one for tell una thank you una believe say book learning get for make like for change.
And so you've given them an opportunity. You know, you've opened a door for them that wasn't there before, perhaps. And it's your support as the parents and your hard work, all of you students, that create these opportunities that will come through this open door. So
he said he really want to tell una thank you. Then people don't give them a key to the wall. Some man a minister, some man a honorable, some man a president, some man a nurse. All man girls have got marking on. But the first one I don't do na for me for put them in a school. Say well, you really want to tell una thank you for that opportunity. I don't give to them picking there.
So thank you all very much again for the welcome and all the best to you. Thank you.
Okay. Now the donor don't talk. And he talk well, don't so? And that for sure say what you wanna do. Now a praise school for Salone is praise the chief, praise the headmaster. But what do we mean add to that? What do you mean add to that?
Mr. Clint, you want to add few words to what you said?
You see the woman that was sit down before me?
The women that you are seeing in front of us?
That woman here, they and net on the sun, they sit down in the broke stone for this school.
They said these are the very women that you are actually giving support. They are mining stones just to support this project.
Then I'm not going to talk, I'm not mention the chief there.
He can't also end up his statement without mentioning the efforts of the chief.
Because so many things that wait today want to clarify to the people.
A lot of misperceptions and misconceptions were around his commitment to the job, and Mr. Clint wants to make few clarifications.
The community been say we dey pay that chief with the principal.
At some point, the community we are just thinking that the chief and the principal they were receiving salaries or stipend for the job that we are doing here.
No, one day we will not give chief money for this work. One day.
It is very clear to the community that neither the chief nor the principal has received a cent for whatever support they have given to this job.
Because they've been committed for this village, not for themselves, for the village.
What they were doing, they were just demonstrating huge commitment as part of their contribution to the development of Lenken.
And I'm not going to forget me school picking them for the water where they can go one time na their head.
And also the biggest beneficiary is the peoples for the support too.
Right. Then one blind guy there around, I don't know if he there around. One blind guy, blind, well. Right, what's your name, sir? Mr. Karfa, we want to tell you thank you. I'm not going to ever forget the day when I meet you in the Brookstone Naya. I want to tell you thank you, yeah?
I think you need to see this blind guy.
Tina blindly with one see you.
This is a blind guy with all his disability knowledge. He committed himself in rolling stones and doing everything within his reach to support this project, regardless of his status, regardless of his physical challenge.
I even asked Kelfa. I said, Kelfa, why you left the blind school you can't have for go stone? He said, because I left my village.
This guy, he is from this community. At some point, Mr. Clinton has to interface with him and said, why he actually left Katombo to the blind school and then come over here to support this project. He said, I am part of this community. I want to see development of this community. So regardless of my physical challenge, I want to give my contribution.
So that they been touch me too?
That was a very touchy statement.
Well, see, that make I say I recognize and today for that day.
And that's the reason it's publicly recognized for its service and effort.
Then of course, the donor don't talk to Salfu.
Yes, is it Basarati Construction Company?
No, yes, SK Ventures, right. I want to tell them thank you for the good work we they do here in team. Yeah. I want to tell them very, very thanks for the good work we they do.
Thank you very much, contractors, for the excellent job.
And the timely project.
Good job. Thank you, guys.
With all the inflation we'll go through, we go through. We make it.
Interestingly, when you carry the budget now, you have to put some miscellaneous because of the hike in price, the forex exchange. But with all of that, they were able to manage and then.
So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, SK Ventures.
So we thank you and the woman them like I talk we thank you.
Thank you very much.
And Lega Koro will be part of my heart. We always are the good work.
Alright, so Lega Koro is the second room of Mr. Clinton.
Yes, Kadanso is number 1 really. So to mention that, Lega Koro is number 2.
Thank you very much.
Senator Harvard. So I'm very clearly today for the people the way they know for up here. And one was the clearness. First of all, we are clearing for more. Now in the Mr. Park Clinton.
Okay.
I'm very clearly for Mr. Clinton where he come back for big people that way they come from abroad for country. What we don't do there.
Right, as part of our traditionally we have our own way of welcoming guests, but the chief is actually happy that Mr. Clinton is able to witness this day today.
So now we get we own learn our way, actually way for do anybody can wish stranger for give respect.
Well, by tradition we believe in kola nut. Like Tina Akebe says, right? He who brings kola nut brings lives.
So we don't count these people then, pass over there and look at the kola.
Them light to the wall.
Then Mr. Salvo way that the contractor don't do well for we.
There's a very big advertisement today for SK Ventures.
Then tell like I said I had a bond.
That you did this, I mean you demonstrated huge amount of commitment.
Now them will force you now for do the work.
I mean you were actually behind the community motivating them to get this thing done.
So very glad for what you do for we like what they paid for that.
Thank you for the motivation and thank you for the good job.
Now what you want to look at the school now when they come before the school of pay.
Thanks to God, at least the attendance is encouraging from what we've seen around.
The school of so school be na go so bless me no get again no from.
Thanks to God. Well, the attendance is very encouraging. The attendance is encouraging, and according to him, they need more space.
I want to tell the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thank you for this great day today. We, the paramount chief, of course, just from Freetown, yesterday, when they received a medal, when a JP medal. So unfortunately today, you know for Khan, as I discussed out yesterday, he said no way for Khan, but he will send a representative. When one of his section chief with the Sandia, but presently they on the way they come. But me will make just short brief statement since today na Friday.
Standing on existing protocols, he is here representing the paramount chief, who is unavoidably absent.
So one for tell the donors they're very much plenty thank you.
On behalf of the Chiefdom authorities, he really wants to express the appreciation and love of the community to you, the donors.
And we want to tell more especially the person way and Mr. Clinton way, the donor that send the money to. We want to tell and thank you.
They also want to thank and appreciate Mr. Clinton for being so transparent in pushing this project.
And we want to tell the contractor, when Mr. Salfu Masare in the team, plenty thank you, because the work way actually they can do now something way very much impressive to the community people there.
They also want to thank SK Ventures and Mr. Salifu Mansari, the contractor, for putting up a very solid building.
Well, this place now more especially go to this young man we see on also Mr. Clinton. we do marvelous job wey we no wey go forget am this part. E don be part of this community.
Wow, this is enviable. He is saying that the history of Lekenkoro will never be complete without majorly the name of Mr. Clinton.
Well, on behalf of the paramount chief,
On behalf of the paramount chief of the Chiefdom,
the paramount chief say for put this one clearly to the donors.
they gave him a message for you, the donors.
Say they appreciate the kind development way the non can establish in this community.
Paramount chief said for you to know that it's actually they appreciate the effort, they appreciate your support towards education in this chiefdom.
Then again, the same tell the donors, they say the structure where the non can put so it don't motivate the other surrounding communities there for them send in the beginning of this community.
He said you've actually helped this community a lot considering the distance from here to Kabbalah to access secondary school. He said with this structure here, definitely the school enrollment will increase because when parents know that their children will live within the same environment from class 1 to JSS3, you empower them. Thank you for doing that.
Well, more over waiting motivate more of them communities around the villages. So when they see certain picking and the way they can at the school, so they won't be the bicycle way they make them move faster for can attend at the school. So.
Okay. Interestingly, the motivation keeps coming. At some point, children attending this school are supplying bicycles based on the distance they cover to come here every day. And then that has actually generated huge interest between communities around this area to send their children.
Well, before I drop the mic, because today na Friday, I want to put and clearly to the donors there. Let them speed up the effort more. Since the enrollment of the school don't come to an extent where we don't get better space again back for the school. We don't even get SS1 now. And we still they on our knees, they beg for let them bring this kind of development more.
Okay, interestingly, they started with the primary school, now they've got a junior secondary school. The next question, when the pupils complete junior secondary school, the next phase will be to the senior secondary school. So at the moment, they are also asking for opportunities for collaborations to see if they can have another way of having a senior secondary school within Lekenkoro. So it will be just easy. So from class 1 to class 6, class JSS1 to JSS3, SS1 to SS3, from Lekenkoro to the university.
Well, Mr. Manager, well, the reason being for we only need the donors them for the people who get SS more structures. Now the picking their way, then they come on now, so they left now, so then they go to the other communities, then they go live there. Most of them they become dropouts just because of they don't get people the way they say they protect them.
I think this is just a common scenario all over. Because of the distance, assuming that you're living in Lekenkoro, you're sending your children in Kabbalah, think about the rent. What about the feeding? What about the lunch? What about transportation? Yeah. So as a result, some parents can't just afford. What happens? Their children end up coming back as dropouts. So they're actually requesting for a senior secondary school, so it will minimize the dropout rate. It's also contributing to teenage pregnancy. Assuming these guys that are living here, going to Kabbalah or outside Kabbalah, parents cannot just afford their daily living in terms of food, in terms of rent, in terms of transportation, for their welfare.
So I rest the case so far.
On behalf
Thank
of
you.
the paramount chief,
Mr. Clinton, thank you.
alright, I think today the bundles of appreciation that Mr. Clinton will have to take over, I'm not sure the people will actually have space to accommodate all.
It don't pull you inside dust.
They are actually appreciative of your service and commitment.
So 10 years they are under dust.
The past 13 years, the school was really dusty.
Number 4 in the bill.
I mean, they were just using touch of this nature.
All the season don't it.
During the rains,
The uniform they all the get dots.
the uniforms, assuming that you are in this type of, touch, during the rains, what will happen to your uniform? It will have a lot of stains. It's not really conducive. This is not a conducive learning environment. But this is what used to exist before now.
But somebody in the give money.
He is saying that there are certain people who don't also send monies to them.
So they reach am.
Most times they end up using the money for the unintended purpose.
He lost.
You will not even see him.
But this man, I honest man.
I think we need an honest man for Mr. Clinton. Receiving dollar funds and then implementing the project is just an impressive nature. Thank you very much, Mr. Clinton.
Na good person. Na good person.
Continue.
So we tell am thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let God make it tape and tap we. Once the flag can build now. One leg can build.
To offer you a piece of land, Mr. Clinton.
We dey tell you don't know let them build house now.
Thank God this is your second home, so they will offer you a piece of land if you actually want to put up a house here.
So we tell back the power thank you na Didi.
Didi, thank you very much for support.
But himself na get the school.
Yes, you are the Minister of Education in this part of the country.
So we tell the contractor all thank you.
SK Ventures, thank you so much.
Then we tell back we brother own Mr. Mansare.
Mr. Masari.
Principal.
The principal. Thank you very much.
He don't suffer ya.
Mr. Masari, thank you.
He don't suffer o.
Thank you.
But 13 years he dey na no go no side there.
13 years in service.
So he don't suffer.
You have really served your community.
So they are we beg the donor let them sit to let them sorry for her. The donor let them help am Mr. Mr. Clinton. So
Mr. Clinton, over to you. Please don't forget the principal.
So let not talk bogu.
Me family una all ado ya.
Everybody bless him, man.
I want for greet everybody who present here today, and I feel good about the applause I don't give me.
The contractor is very happy this morning and is very impressed with some of the statements from the community with regards to the job he has actually completed.
And I want to say thank you to Mr. Clinton and the schools for Salone for the opportunity where they give me for take part in this great development for my country.
He wants to say thank you to Mr. Clinton and Schools for Salone for giving me the opportunity to serve this country.
And I want to say thank you to the donors where they support Schools for Salone.
Thank you very much, donors, for supporting Schools for Salone.
I want to say thank you also for the people there who been serve as Sababu for make School for Salone come na Lengekoro.
Thank you to all those who actually pioneered for Schools for Salone to reach Lengekoro.
Mami Bo there? Okay. Mami Bo na one of the first person who give me information about Lengekoro.
Okay. Mami Bo was the actual person that actually gave Schools for Salone the situation.
We tell we about how the school na Lengekoro they suffer.
She actually explained the constraints.
And also Muhammad, we also get some connection here. Self been tell we about how they suffer.
Muhammad to play his role.
So Lengekoro now for grateful to them people and they because now the first initial connection that they wanna be get.
Muhammad and Mami Bo we are the actually.
I really want to talk now purely as a contractor.
Time to talk the engineering language as a contractor.
When we come for work now, when my boss can introduce me.
When Mr. Clinton introduced him to this community.
Yeah, my son have been done work way back in 2006.
He has worked
during the Sababu Education Project.
During the Sababu Education Project.
And I know say I'm a side where people eager and hungry for development.
This is a community that actually don't work at all with development projects.
So when we been choose here finally, I been know say I will get the fullest cooperation.
He was actually happy as a contractor because he knows these people don't actually joke with development projects. And
the approach where we dey take, we want to see if really after School for Salone don't go, the school level they build go be owned by the community, and therefore we always get an MOU with the community. Even when they do me BOQ, I can always create some difference because we expect community participation.
And that's a very good sustainability approach. That the idea is they want from the planning stage they involve the community so that when Schools of Salone can have left, this community will take over the ownership of the school. So right from the planning, the implementation, the closing phase, the community is involved right through because it's more or less like kind of sustainability path.
And when we come, I want to guarantee the donors then say yes. Indeed, school now be a felt need for Lengekoro, and even if school for Salon get for left, then go hold this school, tranga one like na your own property.
From the assessment, a junior secondary school was an actual felt need. And then having worked with the community for the past month, they are well satisfied that even when school for Salon shall have left, this community will continue to take ownership and they will continue to support the school.
Because I see the level of cooperation where they really show
based on the level
when we be the hook.
Based on the level of cooperation from the community.
When we be they do the bill of quantities for can start the work, the time prices be there down.
Interestingly, when they were doing the quantities to start the job, forest rate was a bit, low.
Immediately, when we don't start the first month, prices shoot up by a little over 20%.
1 month into the implementation, they realized that the hiking price, the forest rate actually increased over 20%.
Mr. Chairman, members of MBSSE, the donors, chieftain stakeholders, the Mamide, the Pade, I greet you all in the name of Allah. Before ever I will continue for make me statement, I want let we take 1 minute silent prayer for 2 people them where they belong the support initially at the start of this secondary school. We now one Mohamed Lamin Nkrumah and Abdoulaye Mara.
He is actually requesting all of us to stand up for a minute of silence in remembrance of 2 people who have actually done a lot in supporting the school within Lenkeng-Koro. Mohamed Nkrumah and
Mohamed Lamin Nkrumah and Abdoulaye Mara.
A minute of silence in remembrance of Mohamed Lamin Nkrumah and his colleagues.
Amen. Amen.
May the souls of the departed rest in perfect peace.
School starts 2008. Now one dwelling house. We start with 35 peoples.
In 2008, they started with 35 peoples, but interestingly, they were using a dwelling house as a school by then.
It not be too easy.
It was not really easy for them at the start.
For run a school. And this school, we don't run and all the houses then at this village.
Wow. Interestingly, all the houses in this community, they have served as school just to get this school going, this secondary school going.
As I said, it will not be too easy.
It was not really easy to start a junior secondary school in a community of this nature.
So constrained without a building.
Building was the biggest challenge. The structure.
Without no finance support.
Financial support was another challenge.
Because even the community teachers.
I don't need it when you hear about community teachers. It rings a bell.
It not be easy for take care of them.
You know, it's actually difficult when you run an institution, particularly an academic institution with volunteers.
Even me at that time on 2008, I be a community teacher.
Even the principal, by then he was a community teacher too. He was not on government salary.
So it not been too easy, but because of the effort of the stakeholders.
It was not easy, but because of the motivation that we are getting from the stakeholders within the community.
The parents them.
The parents.
The school picking them.
The pupils themselves.
We get other people that were out of the community.
And other goodwill people who were out of this community were actually also giving them a kind of support and motivating them to move on.
The vigilant teachers them.
The teachers.
They give them support so that we will continue for run this school.
All this set of people, one way or the other, contributed for us to be here and witnessing what we are now witnessing today?
I want to talk Boku, but because of time, I will cut them short.
You know, when you're happy, just limit your words.
As I say no more, the continuing of this school is not been too easy. We will be used different houses than at this store. But with time, we push. In 2019, they approved the school.
The challenges are just immense, but eventually in 2019 the school was approved by government of Sierra Leone.
2019 we will be able to get support from the government. In 2020, third term we start to get support from government.
The light eventually started shining in 2020. They started receiving government support. So the school has now moved from a community supported school to a government supported school.
But with that all, it not been too easy because the community teachers them Boku, Uorep and Pinko not been Boku, now 3 in number.
It was not easy because the support that was coming was not enough to take care of the community teachers by then.
But with that all, we now get building was still with a push, and the education be so strong as we vigilant teachers them. They take up responsibility, they are committed, so that proofs them go day because we get for give proofs of external exam we get for give to the donors them for show say this now, let me say a concrete examination mark way with school picking and they get out of the external exam.
In the midst of all these difficulties, they were very determined to make sure that the external results show their commitment. For example, the National Primary School Examination, the basic education certificate. These are all the proofs they were actually pushing so that at the end of the day, their pupils will stand out when results are out for the NPSC and when results are out for the Beckett, because they will use the results to show to donors that we are in Lenkenko, we are pushing in the midst of all difficulties, we are able to attain this result. So they were actually determined.
We be cyberfar, but that no means nothing to we because we dey prove them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Principal. He's saying that yes, you might be learning under a touch, but it doesn't matter. As long as you have committed teachers, committed parents, committed people, you can make it.
And now we start for SIT back in 2010 after the establishment of the school 2008. And now with that we still continue for SIT Beke. And today also the school don't get code where they sit under a name under the Lengekoro Muslim Agricultural Secondary School, because before this time when they sit under schools, even prices they won't forget, we need to get them because we sub to other schools.
From 2010 they started taking exams under their own roof, now approved by government, and from 2010 to date they are now taking exams within Lenkenkoro. Thank you very much, Didi, for supporting that drive. Thank you.
I will not foretell the donors and also the one that always come. Friday, I will 4 who will be in this school, but today I will proud foretell the donors, MBSSE, parents them for say today we now 14 as staffs in this school.
Okay. So he's very proud to let you know that initially they only had 4 teachers. The strength has increased. They now have 14 teachers total within the Lenkenkoro Junior Secondary School. And SS, proposed SS1.
Yes, exactly. With that, as I said, it's not too easy. We still push the picking them. And for sure the donors, we get school picking the way pass through this junior secondary school. We now are proud of them. Then are staff now of this school, train and qualify.
Wow! So that clap for this man. Now that the world need now. When you go land, go back to people and go help them. Me wait in a piazo, I learn small book, but me na township na Kadanso. When you learn book, go back and go put your people learn. Yeah? Anyhow they praise the other side, don't forget your people learn. The principal is very proud to announce to you that they have got people who have passed through this school. They've gone teacher training, and they are back in this community serving the school. That's impressive. Thank you very much, Mr. Principal.
Example to Sain Dabo is an old student of the junior secondary school.
Mr. Sain Dabo is one of the product.
And now a staff of the school.
I mean, from people to now a staff. So the inverse now. If you are a troublesome student, I wonder what to happen now.
And
now you are a teacher.
He is a committed teacher. Now trained, although he is not approved.
Again, under your domain, we started seeing trained and qualified teachers, but they are not on payroll.
Yeah. As I say no more, we get success stories then over this school.
I really think it's not prudent for us to have all teachers in front so that we are public. All teachers come in front so that we acknowledge you publicly, we appreciate you publicly. I think you are doing a very good job. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's always good to go back and serve your people. Wow. So how many of them are products of this school? I've seen one.
Yes.
Okay. I hope he was not a troublesome student when he was here.
Memuna Fofona, I Satu Fofona. All product of the junior secondary school.
These three. Yes. 2 ladies.
Yes.
And one. 4 of them. 2 gentlemen and 2 ladies.
Yeah.
Product of this school.
Of the junior secondary school.
And now they are teachers. And they are trained and qualified.
Some of them are trained, although
Did the under your domain. I'm not actually campaigning for the Gekoro. Did the under your domain. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It doesn't matter what you become today in society, you are product of Gekoro. Always feel proud and feel good to go back and serve your people. There's no place like home, yeah? Thank you very much for the service. We're so grateful to you. You made me proud. I'm very proud of you. I'll be visiting Gekoro. Thank you very much. Other communities will emulate this. Other people from other communities, let us encourage our brothers and sisters. Come back and support your people.
Yeah, I will continue for Musa stop. As I say no more, the moment today a very happy moment for me as the principal of this school. Although there are constraints, but also I know say God don't make are able complete some of the challenges there. I will go to the donors then. Last stop to the internal, because for anything so far Sababu Day, we appreciate School for Salon for where they can give the structure. Before Sabi School for Salon, we get people then we have one that we recognize here today, where they know they advocate for us get this big building. One of them we na Mohamed Lamin Kuruma, we serve as the subcontractor for this work. Now one Sababu.
Mohamed Lamin Kuruma, one of the pioneers for Schools for Salon to be in Gekoro.
One we brought away na Mohamed Hassan, we know they now we miss here today. And Bo Mara, we na a female, we in can give me an explanation of this NGO. We said we make a move and see the subcontractor Madina for also advocate. And with that, it not been too easy. As I say no more, we been doing a one pan body. We that pan body there, I be so dust. We rain come during rain season and leakage. And when it don't pass 11, the place they become so hot. It's been challenging. We not been conducive for learning.
1, 2, we go. Come steady, girls, one and all, and join your hands with me. Prosperity to Gekoro Islamic School. Serrano, far and wide, no school can well be found that says for true gentlemen, us as on farmers, glad for Serrano, far and wide, no school can well be found that says for true gentlemen. Us as on farmers, glad
for their efforts in giving us a permanent building.
On behalf of the college students, Mina Madi Kamala, and my sister, we do this song for the school, the Pokemon Muslim and the secondary school. Every second ready for them, and they make you out of a good school, not see what I was saying school, so I have no phone school, if you want for that, come on, let's get come on, you got me, carry secondary school, if you want for that, better education, this is the goal, Allah is one, ready to one and all, join your hands with me, prosperity, like a color is coming school, sweet and sweet, yeah, lots of fun, yeah, lots now, let's fight any storm, long live for many years, thousands years of like a color is coming school, for shots and Serrano, far and wide, no school can well be found, that says for true gentlemen. Us as on farmers, glad shots and Serrano, far and wide, no school can well be found, that stands for true gentlemen. Us as on farmers, glad Ghana like a color Islamic and secondary school is your for that. Better education, is our motto, Allah is one.
Mr. Corey J. Masare, Judge Principal, Mr. Alpha Masare, and we go to the teachers then, Mr. Kekubi Kuruma, Science Labo, Mr. Ivan Corey Sise, Mr. Malaka, Mr. Asal
Mr. Chairman of the program, donors from the United States of America, Sean and Diana, Mr. Clinton, our able contractor, the representative of the paramount chief, the section chiefs, the town chiefs, my able principals, teachers, parents and students that are present here today, I say good afternoon to you all.
They are big. It just stand up on like where the Minister of Education, Kaya, in the talk. Now in the talk so. This fire, member say una not get teacher though than a government payroll. Una not get teacher though than training qualified. But putting and then in any day, what would they talk? Now we listen so that we know to the care go home.
Please permit me to speak in two languages because I want to register my thanks and appreciation to my donors first.
The pastor be not allowed. He will talk in English. He will talk in Creole.
And then I will talk directly to my people that are present here today.
We don't know tell you done in English to them people and give the money that them can't talk to una we get like
I want to convey the thanks and appreciation from my minister, Dr. David Moini Nasenge, that he is supposed to be here today. And it is our responsibility as a government to build school for our children, to employ teachers, to supply teaching and material and learning materials, to do everything that is good for our children in this country. But if you have a partner from a far away world
come to your aid and help you construct a beautiful school like this, he said, let me say thank you, and he appreciates of what you've done in Koinadugu district. And he is supposed to be here today, but because of the busy schedule that he has, he will not make it. But let me convey the message to you, Madam Diana and Mr. Sean, we appreciate you. We thank you so much.
Did don't tell them people are plenty thank you on behalf of you all. The minister for Bindeya, where he get Boku other things, so he ask her for come. But he also ask her for let can tell them people are plenty thank you. Because our government he work for this school them, for the teacher them, for the book, for the pen, and also the picking they need. But if possible not get picking like Goro, he not get family like Komoyanda Pong, he say they can help like Goro. Now government and don't help, and now we all and don't help. So you don't tell them plenty thank you.
And this is not the first time that a school for Saloon is helping Koinadugu district in terms of education. If my memory may serve me well, this is the third school that I have been present commissioning in Koinadugu district and Falaba districts. Once I've been in a village called Kadansu, Warawara Bafodia Chiefdom. We commissioned a primary school. They are built by School for Sierra Leone, and I strongly believe that it is your resources that we used to construct that school. It will not stop there, and also a community called Kuruma Silaya. It is very close to Kabbalah, but it is in Falaba district. It was well constructed, and they were yearning for a school. It was very good that you come to their aid. You build for them a very strong and enviable school. Thank you for that. Today, again, I am in Lengekoro commissioning a strong and beautiful school. Definitely, I'm not going to say I don't know how to thank you. I know very much how to thank you. And I will keep on thanking you, and I will continue to thank you as long as we are enjoying the facility, as long as you've created an access for our children within this community to have a very conducive environment where learning can take place. I will continue to say thank you, and we appreciate you.
Say not to the first time this way they open school without them being. They don't go to Kadaso Sami Bomb. They don't go open the same school they went at school for Salobila. Kuruma Sila, they don't do the same thing they. Here will be the third time where we can witness the opening and handing over of a school where they were them being. So he say you have to continue for tell them plenty thank you for the kind good work that they do. For low picking them, not sit down under rain and under sand for land. But then they get clean side, go there and sit down and learn 1, 2, 3 and ABC. They will go before tomorrow.
And I will promise you that I will convey the message, what I saw here today, the jubilation of the people. There's a sign of appreciation. When you do something for somebody, the appreciation will tell by the smiling face and the jubilation. I will take that particular message direct to my minister, that School for Saloon and the donors. They are here today commissioning a very beautiful school, and the people appreciate that particular school. And it was not stopped only to the construction. I saw something there before I came here. I saw some amount of bicycles. And I have heard from the principal that it will not stop there. You provide teaching and learning materials. And it is not stopped there. You plan to even train the backbone of education, which is the teachers. We cannot boast of having quality education without having quality teachers. Because the teachers are representative. They are very close to the kids. Yes, what they give to the kids, it's what will be our outcome to the children. I present in a place wherein somebody with a doctorate, his kid came from the school and he was given an assignment. Could you imagine somebody with a doctorate? And the student sat at home, started to do the assignments, and he does it wrong. The father came and tried to make some correction, and the student said to his father, "This is not a correct way that our teacher told me." Yes, you are not correct, Dad. I am following the instruction given by my teacher, that the kid believe his or her teacher than the father. So if you are determined to give a training to our teachers, that is one of the most happiest things that I have in my life. Thank you for that.
Teacher them, they make a clap for them, teacher them. Alright, now thank you. The pastor, he really want to tell them thank you. You don't see bicycle learn and get forget to pick in them. Always 2 days pass so. If you not get teacher where sabi do you not go sabi nothing. So he say you want to tell them thank you. Because teacher, then get all thing. Then picking them. But all the book where you learn, what teacher don't tell us say 1 + 1 are this. Anyhow you go try for change and oh say papa I not believe you. What the teacher say now they go with. Picking them believe the teacher there so much. Yes. So you want to tell them plenty thank you for that good work there.
So I will stop now on the side of the donor. Let me talk to my people. And at the countdown on a level for la talk here, I want to get me direct to the sea. Una kusha, una thank you for coming. Yeah? Okay, let me continue.
No, you already talked to them now.
Yes, I already talked to the donor, so I can talk to Kuyula. Oh, thank you very much for giving me the permission. I know like Kengoro community, una like education, and una always the young for una get the best in this community. We know that. I get for tell una plenty thank you for that, and as I be not start for say, I not stand here by myself. Na me minister I dey represent Dr. David Moeni Senge, na the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. What did that one mean? The ministry will get the nursery school who side 8 years of age beginning to go, the primary school, the junior secondary school like una get and the senior. When begin take exams, they get the subjects they will need, we send them to university, we pull hand, we send them to the Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education. So that minister they na say la agree to nana Lenken Goro. He say we always think about Unu. He glad for what the donors they do, and we as a government we go continue for this support to the school. The school, as I be say, the junior secondary school, it don't approved. Yes, it get what the government they provide for the schools them now. And Mr. Principal, during your speech, I know you made mention of the teaching and the learning material we will distribute now. You don't get it? You don't get. So we provide materials and we get for recruit the teachers. I don't note them down. See, we get for recruit teachers for Lekenkoro Islamic Secondary School. And this school also, they don't send an application where they are table right now say they want to establish a senior secondary school. And now something where I go approved because where I can have today are so impressed that the number of students who I see and not be they meet them now. Yeah. I don't say the school they go, but why the school they go? Yes, the reason come out from Mr. Clinton for come to the donors them. So I'm glad for that. That will give me the happiness for I go able for approve the senior secondary school. For let the beginning they go there for land inside it. The principal don't make mention a lot of constraints them we miss have done note, but the major one now the teachers them. But now I make a thank you to them people there, because no matter how we like the school, we favor the school. If the teachers are not trained, they don't get certificate, we don't give them PIN code. So that make we advise each and every teacher where currently they teach now this particular school. Yes, if you're not gonna college it, we get distance na Kabbalah. Go, let you go train, let you get UHTC higher teacher certificate. Now that certificate they will take for recruit teacher where they teach na junior secondary school. And if you have for teach na senior secondary school, you get for go na the university, you get your degree. That degree the way they get, now they allow. Why we want this? As I they tell you, government they provide you free, but the teacher now they give the quality. If the teacher is well educated, you offer with the topic where they present to the beginning of the classroom, the begin they learn. And for learn the begin, not for just go to map na blackboard, you show the topic this that. We get many methods the way they use for let the begin learn. You teach them, you ask question, it respond. That's the you understand is that begin understand the content. Yes, you examine them, you give them an assignment. All that they tell you say the begin learn. If you don't learn, you go know within the assessment. Now that make we tell teachers, you know, for rely only on exams, for say the end of the term exams or the end of the year exam, not only the assessment. If the beginner fail, you handle a class of 50. At the end of the day, now 5 pass the 45, then fail. You the teachers if you fail. Yes, you the teachers if you fail. And to the parents, the school, you know, now 3 components them. Now they call school a school. This they don't build and fine. Now the first component is the building. But if you begin an okana, teachers and okana, or begin keep rest, they will keep any fruits in a store, not to school. Yes. Or keep material in a store, not to school. That begin they supposed for kanaya. We don't go and see a child. Now the community, when you go ask, you what you have been saying, me and not go school. If I come na school, how could I get that? Not so. When the school is full, definitely government they turn more attention to pour resources than I have for the beginning land. That we don't get to the waiting the building, not so. The next thing, the next component we make two now for the beginning can they one for see every now and then when we come with a see picking and full up now this school.
Something they the principal they will forget. Welcome. As I tell them one thing, they say let's get it. No, go for them. We go for them. So today, na self they present here to you, and I will pass back the maybe Diana go do that now.
Hello, thank you for having us. We're so touched to be here.
So when I thank you for getting them here today, I said they're so glad and then feel the happiness and they feel like I wanna feel them, right? So glad for that.
We wanted to bring some soccer ball. Well, you call it football.
Yes.
Footballs for the children. So we brought 3 footballs for the secondary school and 1 football for the primary school.
Okay. So because they work, because they say all work and no play makes Jackson all boy. So then one present 3 soccer balls to the principal. Then now we see say we small picking and they are at the primary school. We not go left there so because now they help for feed the school. So we give one to the primary school.
We also heard that you were missing some books that you needed, and so we wanted to bring those missing books and give them to you in your school.
So it's the school them they miss some certain textbooks them, and I called the principal why not be put this inside the initial one. They say they forget or something. So when they come out tell them one time, then they say no we purchase them one time. You can't believe it now. All go by showing the man himself help for hold the books there for put inside the motor car. Then you see how the leg color. So these are the books, Mr. Principal.
I know about one no more.
One number. Okay. Yeah. At the camp.
Do I just call them that?
Yes.
Yeah. And we were so impressed with one of the many workers. We were impressed with all of you, how hard you worked to create this school. We saw videos and photos, and it touched our hearts to see the hard work. We were especially touched by the blind young man who helped, and so we wanted to give him this cap.
Okay, Kefala, come before. For now you know say it's a lot tell una say they glad for una all, but they not go satisfy everybody, but they glad for una. But when I see Kelfala, you know, as a blind man, you know, want this, but now so God don't say for me. They're so touched, you know, it touched their heart. Now you make they remember, you see, una kaya una all do good work, but Kelfala will they still talk about Kelfala because it take person for do them thing and they for see a blind man way born in a village come. He say I like this school, and they come for help for work, and they can help for Brookstone, and they broke out with pleasure as him. As he don't turn up far away and they look up. If they broke that stone, they laugh, they play with angel, picking them, they play with everybody. Then they touch me at what I send the contract for them, ready for them. So Kelfala, and this couple they bring so we they look at, we can look them see how funny. But they not look at funny you. This na their own city. Now the city who they come out Colorado. Now they cap this, now they baseball cap this. Now they say make them present this cap to Mr. Kelfala. So Mr. Kelfala, just put you here. So now you cap down there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Okay, go sit down first. Yes, next, the two cheerleaders. The chief.
The chief, next, okay.
That is it for him?
Yes.
You know, when we say we they pay the chief, but we don't pay the chief, but they see him like the videos where they send. Every video I send, they must see the chief. So, who is this man? He is the chief of the town. He is so committed that to the work. So the member are when they come. So chief, come chief.
We wanted to honor you by giving you something from our home, and this is a pen for you. And I made this book for him.
He said, "In hand over this pen to you. This book, it make a special for you. If you look at unique, now himself make that book good for you."
Yeah, and then this is refills for the pen, and a carrier for the pen.
The carrier for the pen. So you're gonna take, you're gonna give 50 pen there.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That will tell you how we report them, they reach them, then they see. Not to say they not be they see, then they see you. Down the rest. Next.
Oh.
Two cheerleaders.
Yes.
Okay, now let the two mommy queen then come. One over here and the other one over yonder. The two mommy queen then. How you hear it now, mommy queen? Over yonder. How you hear it now? You don't go there? Oh, go there. Okay.
Mami Queen?
Here they are.
I'll go before.
So this one na for una. Remember the Mami Queen and then see what una be dey suffer, they get water. Let the woman then get water and the woman then walk stone. So remember una they present this stone too. Yeah?
Thank you.
So una thank you. Then this one na for school for salon. Right? Alright. One more thing to go, right? Now, Mr. Principal, the bicycle where they in there, would they anticipate say we're going to get puncture and this that. So we send 2 pumps, right, and a patch kit. Then this kit we done, we will continue for use the local one we will use here. When a vote stick we can use, but now we give you 1 packet ready make it for start with. So these are the pumps for the bicycles. Right. So I think that we all get no more, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, Mr. Clinton, this the community like Kekoro, the donors they will come, then do this presentation for show a sign of appreciation for the building where they can do it. Now this the African dress for the male, for socialists and lecture, and for the female. The Mami Queen for the Kekoro. Now these are fruits for you to take at home for your own appreciation, to see a sign of appreciation for the effort being done for the community. So we thank you.
Okay. Okay. Now because of your good gesture and your supporting and your support for the school, they are so happy to give back. What I told you about Sierra Leone. We might be slow, but things happen. We might be poor, but we wear good clothes. That is one thing that is unique about the Sierra Leone. They have the same heart that you have to give back whatever they can give back. So the people of Lekekoro, they appreciate the school so much that they want to give you this dress, and I am going to open it. What do you want? Can't dress it. What's going? This?
No, no, do I want one? Yes, sir. No, do I want one? No. Left one.
Thank you.
Again, the house say for there, you the comrade don't suffer. Now I make I can't tell you say for give that school day, who the woman there will turn up. All day we did a sang. All day we did a sang. He tell you for 3 months, we do it for 2 months. If you say water today, all day we the bell water. So we don't come to them man there for tell them take it. We do my own and then we want them more back. Because they begin on Bakuna. One more back every year. So the power can Mr. Didi, now you respect this. That woman that the chief thank you, the thank you also almost said that you respect that they alone member we wouldn't hand. We don't get nothing. We don't get begin out to the help me. We don't the big man and now not the help me. So dear, we don't hand. We don't under push. Yeah.
Mr. Clinton, on behalf of SK Ventures, we have completed our assignment, and I want to formally hand over the keys of this building to School for Salone, who gave me the contract to perform this job. Thank you. This is the school. Okay, thank you very much. Good time. So today, this school doesn't belong to School for Salone. It was funded by School for Salone, and it does not belong to School for Salone. This is an approved school. So we want to hand it over to your ministry on behalf of School for Salone and the donors.
Small microphone.
On the donors and the donors. Right. Okay. So look at the case.
So I want to left that mic there. Do this to no more.
Okay.
Use that small mic.
Okay. On behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, on behalf of my minister, Dr. David Moinina Senge, and on behalf of the local government of Koinadugu District, the council, I want to take this opportunity to thank School for Sierra Leone for this marvelous job they've done for us. And I will continue to say we appreciate you people, and we will utilize the facility that you give us for the right purpose. And I will further hand over this key to the town chief of Lengeko, because we are always working with the stakeholders of the community. They own the school on our behalf. So we want to see that whatever happened within the school, let them take care or let them refer the matter to us, and we will quickly come to the school and do what is our responsibility. Mr. Town Chief, sir, so this is the key that they handed over to me, and I want you to hand over this particular key formally to the principal. Now, in the very close to the school. Yes, una for the visit the school, una for ensure that the beginning kind school, the teachers and they now una your responsibility. So now that's no more.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm very glad for another school to me. The school na me keta, na me school, na me bilan, na me get school. But school, the purpose is somebody they work for another school. He work there. Now, if for take care of the school. And in the work day, naturally, I could look at the school too. When the principal, Mr. F.O. Passer.
On behalf of the school administration, community members, we say thanks and appreciation to School for Salone for giving us this permanent building. We thank you very much.
On behalf of the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, and all the staff of the MBSSC, on behalf of the council, the paramount chief, all the stakeholders of Koinadugu District, I will formally commission this particular school today, the 18th of November 2022. Okay.
There's no start here. Okay, no, go. There we go. All right.
More women teachers.
Taking the
Oh, yeah. Yeah, where did they leave the father? Every day they just kept digging. They finish on them from the one. What? Okay, let's come to the final. I think the final class, I will not access that. The key of it. So I think that's all. Okay. Then.